What happens when the smallest villain under the sea meets the baddest crew on the surface? Plankton has tried everything to steal the Krabby Patty's secret recipe. But now, with Mr. Krabs' greed leaking the recipe to the surface world, Plankton sees a new chance. A heist bigger than Bikini Bottom teaming up with the infamous Bad Guys crew.
Oh, the formula is mine!
Explosions, car chases, betrayal, and chaos follow in his path. This is Plankton in the Bad Guys universe. Deep in the chum bucket, Plankton stares at Karen's screen as shocking news flashes. Reports claim a surface world restaurant is selling burgers that taste exactly like the Krabby Patty. Plankton realizes Mr. Krabs, in his greed, has sold the recipe to someone above. Rage boils inside the tiny villain, seeing his lifelong goal slipping away. Karen tries to calm him down. Plankton is already drawing up blueprints. He unveils a new invention, a special environmental suit that is invisible itself, allowing Plankton to remain alive and hydrated on land while fully visible to others. For him, this is the ultimate chance to finally get the recipe and destroy Krabs. With the suit ready, Plankton sets his sights on the surface world, determined to claim what he believes is rightfully his. Plankton emerges onto the surface, water droplets steaming off his suit. He realizes he needs a crew to pull off a surface world heist and steal the recipe. News clippings mention a notorious group known as the Bad Guys, a gang of expert criminals, masters of disguise, hacking and chaos, exactly what Plankton needs. He uses hacked street cameras to track them to their hidden lair in the city. Plankton rides in trash cans, sneaks under cars, and avoids seagulls, determined to find them. He imagines ruling the world with the Krabby Patty recipe, finally defeating Krabs. The Bad Guys, to Plankton, are the perfect tools for this mission. This is Plankton's boldest plan yet. Inside, the Bad Guys lounge around eating snacks, playing cards, and arguing about who's the baddest. Plankton's dramatic entrance doesn't impress them, and his small size gets him mocked by the crew. Undeterred, Plankton explains the legendary recipe and the fortune it will bring if they steal it together. They continue to laugh until Plankton dumps stolen gold, pearls, and other ocean treasures on the floor. Eyes widen and the room grows silent as greed takes over curiosity. The crew agrees to help, but makes it clear they're running the show, not him. Plankton is annoyed, but knows he needs their skills for this mission. Plans begin forming instantly, with each crew member taking roles in the heist. Plankton paces on the table, excited and plotting in his mind. The heist is now officially on. That night, Plankton and the Bad Guys found the restaurant rumored to hold the recipe. The owner is a massive rhinoceros in a suit, leading a gang of intimidating, muscle-bound bears. The crew scouts entry points, disables cameras, and plans infiltration routes. With disguises and gadgets, they slip inside, avoiding guards and quietly unlocking doors. Plankton rides on Mr. Wolf's shoulder, directing them toward the office where the safe is hidden. Tension builds as Mr. Snake cracks the safe while Shark guards the door. Inside, they find an old scroll, believing it to be the precious recipe. Alarms start to blare as they grab the scroll and dash out, dodging angry bear guards. They escape in a stolen van, driving into the night with sirens echoing behind them. Plankton believes he's finally succeeded in his life's mission. Back at the Bad Guys' lair, the crew pops sodas and snacks, celebrating another successful heist. Plankton, standing dramatically on a stack of coins, unrolls the scroll with trembling hands. Everyone leans in, expecting to see the legendary Krabby Patty recipe. Instead, they find a large, embarrassing baby photo of the rhinoceros boss, wearing a diaper and holding a teddy bear. Silence fills the room before the crew bursts into uncontrollable laughter. Plankton's face turns red with fury as he realizes they stole the wrong item. Meanwhile, the rhinoceros boss discovers the missing photo and erupts with rage. He rallies his bear gang, determined to hunt down whoever humiliated him. The crew's celebration turns into tension as they realize they've angered a powerful enemy. Plankton demands a new plan, refusing to leave empty-handed. Realizing the recipe is likely at the rhinoceros boss's mansion, the crew plans their next move. At night, they sneak toward the heavily guarded estate, dodging patrols and security cameras. Each crew member uses their unique skills to bypass alarms and booby traps. Plankton, secured in his clear suit, is carried in a small bag, scanning for the recipe. They crack open safes, navigate hidden passages, and avoid laser security systems. Deep inside, they discover a hidden vault containing a grease-stained recipe book. Guards discover them, triggering an alarm, forcing the crew to fight their way out. A chaotic chase through the mansion ensues, with guards slipping on marbles marbles and tripping over wires. They leap through a window, landing in a getaway car with the recipe in hand. Plankton laughs triumphantly, holding the book as they drive away into the night. Back at the lair, Plankton dances around with the recipe, cackling in victory. The bad guys, however, start to reconsider letting Plankton keep the recipe, fearing what chaos he might cause. A silent agreement forms within the crew to take the recipe before Plankton uses it. Plankton notices them closing in, refusing to give up his prize without a fight. Desperate, he secretly calls the rhinoceros boss, offering to return the embarrassing photo in exchange for backup. The boss agrees, eager for revenge, and prepares to storm the lair. The bad guys argue about what to do while Plankton hides the recipe behind his back. Suddenly, the lair is surrounded by the rhinoceros and his gang of bears. Tension fills the room as the boss breaks down the door, ready for chaos. Plankton's betrayal sets the stage for an explosive confrontation. The rhinoceros boss storms in, ignoring the bad guys and heading straight for Plankton. The crew steps aside, watching the showdown unfold with cautious curiosity. The boss reveals he is an old friend of Mr. Krabs, united by their shared greed and business deals. Plankton's victory shatters as the boss explains Mr. Krabs never sold the real recipe, only a fake to scam gullible buyers. Plankton opens the recipe book to find it filled with nonsense and ridiculous fake ingredients. Plankton's eyes widen as he realizes all his effort was wasted, the Krabby Patty secret still out of reach. The rhinoceros boss, done with the drama, grabs Plankton by the suit and hauls him away. They walk to the docks, where the boss casually tosses Plankton back into the ocean. Plankton's tiny screams echo as he splashes into the water, defeated once again. The bad guys shrug, glad the chaos is over. Back at the rhinoceros' restaurant, the bad guys share a peaceful meal. The chaos of the past few days is replaced by laughter and stories. Burgers and fries are passed around as they toast to another wild adventure. The rhinoceros boss joins them, treating them to a feast as a sign of truce. Everyone enjoys the calm, grateful for the peace after the chaos. The crew appreciates the simplicity of a quiet lunch after a failed heist.
Soaked and defeated, Plankton drags himself back to the chum bucket. Karen watches as he stumbles in, water dripping everywhere, eyes tired and spirit crushed. She doesn't say a word, sliding a small plate of chum toward him on the counter. Plankton stares at the bland meal, reflecting on everything he endured for nothing. The laughter, betrayal, and chaos replay in his mind as he sighs. Karen quietly hovers, offering silent support in his defeat. Plankton slowly takes a bite, muttering about crabs under his breath. The Krabby Patty secret remains out of reach, but Plankton's obsession will never fade. His mind already drifts toward new plans and ideas for revenge. For now, though, he eats his chum in silence, waiting for the next chance. And that's how Plankton tried to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula with the bad guys. From underwater schemes to above-surface chaos, his plans never go the way he wants. But that's what makes the multiverse fun. Now it's your turn. What crossover should we do next? Shrek and Star Wars? SpongeBob and Harry Potter? Sonic and the Matrix? Drop your crossover ideas in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next chaotic adventure.